They thought a tiny mistake gave them permission to erase my life. Have you ever seen someone destroy something priceless over pocket change? And if so, comment if you've ever witnessed anything this reckless. I owned a $5 million lake house that I designed as a legacy home, not a flip. The house sat on pristine shoreline with private docks, permits, and inspections signed off years earlier. This happened in an exclusive lakeside development outside Lake Norman, North Carolina. What most people didn't know was that I wasn't just another homeowner there. Years earlier, I had quietly bought the underlying land parcels beneath the entire neighborhood through an LLC. Every lot sat on long-term ground leases that were recorded, legal, and boring enough that no one paid attention. The HOA managed appearances, not ownership. One month, I missed a $300 HO, a landscaping fee, while traveling overseas. No warning call, no certified letter that reached me. Just silence. Then I got a call from a neighbor, asking why demolition crews were at my house. I rushed back to find my lake house already half destroyed. Walls gone. Windows smashed. The HOA president stood there claiming they had authority due to non-payment. I felt sick, then very calm. I didn't yell. I didn't stop the crews. I started recording. I called my lawyer and told him to pull every lease, deed, and HOA bylaw. I already knew what they'd find. The HOA had no ownership rights, no demolition authority, no court order, no lien foreclosure, just arrogance. Police arrived after neighbors called it in. I showed them the deed to my home, the paid permits, and proof the fee was already auto-scheduled. Then I showed them something else. The master deed, the ground lease agreement, the map showing I owned the land under every house in the subdivision, including the HOA office. The officers stopped asking me questions. They started asking the HOA president questions. I planned the next move carefully. My lawyer filed an emergency injunction, stopping all activity. We submitted drone footage, contractor invoices, HOA emails, and body cam video. We also filed criminal complaints for felony destruction of property. The contractors admitted the HOA hired them without verifying authority. The prosecutor didn't see a civil mistake. They saw intent. Charges were filed against HOA board members within weeks. Then came the civil case. The judge reviewed the ground leases line by line. The HOA had violated every limit of their power. They were liable for full replacement value, lost use, and damages. The judgment forced them to pay for rebuilding the house exactly as it was. They also owed penalties, fees, and restitution. But the final shock came when I exercised my rights as landowner. I terminated the HOA's ground lease for breach. The entire neighborhood had to renegotiate new leases directly with me. The HOA dissolved shortly after. My lake house is being rebuilt, better and stronger. The same people who mocked me now mail rent checks on time. Power doesn't come from shouting rules. It comes from owning the ground they stand on. If you love HOA justice stories, like the video and subscribe.